man. Come on. This is I almost want to fucking stop doing this shit. It's gonna be cutting up my voice out for no fucking reason. But this is Gangstalking squared. Like, dude, I'm pretty pissed off. I might not even this live streaming. Before I got on here, it's like everything is so clunky in 2026. Like you try to do anything, it's clunk, 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 verify, clunk, 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 clunk. Nothing is smooth, man. And this isn't mistaken with the past hacking, gang stalking that I've talked about. It's two different beasts. Like literally people actively watching you and stop. Mic check. Am I allowed to talk on my own technology? The stuff I pay my hard working money for? Is that okay? Good God, man. I don't, I'm almost positive that I have a VPN, right? I use NordVPN. And lately I've been noticing like it breaks everything. Like I understand there's website security. So if you go on Instagram with a VPN, it might ask for a verification code. Dude, I can't. I have to log in an app of my work for like time clock, and it won't fucking let me do that. And again, it's just to take the steam out of the fucking live stream I was about to do. I want to talk about how Freemasons and FBI agents getting gang stalked. I don't know if you heard me earlier. Like, I don't even feel like doing this shit now. Like, technology, again, this is just a little short complaint because this is the stuff a TI has to go through, sometimes normal people. But every time I talk about gang stalking, it's just all these hurdles I got to jump through. Like, there's some type of defense system about even talking about this shit. It's like called, I don't know, like some type of shadow censorship. So we'll see how long this lasts. I mean, they just, you name it. If you try to do anything on StreamYard or that's related to this channel, gang stalking, it just gets stifled. And I've been noticing that the last live streams, I'll listen to my live streams and it'll be half cut out, you know? So I wanted to talk about like I want to do this in my kitchen because my walls are paper thin, so neighbors and shit can hear me. So, but I have to move to a different fucking room. Like I want to do in my kitchen next to my router, but I'm not allowed to. Like this is the type of shit I'm talking about, bro. It's just like hidden shit that I wouldn't attribute this to like past gang stalking experiences, but it's like this hidden shit where it's like such a fucking hassle. And I've noticed that if I'm talking about gang stalking, there's like all this fucking stuff that happens, like technology wise. So I want to talk about the FBI agents and Freemasons that get gang stalked too. Okay, so The majority of them are in on it, obviously. Well, let's talk about the Freemasons first. Freemasons are, when they sign up and they're like deep into masonry, they get connected to some demonic like hive mind thing. Okay. So the extent of a Freemason gang stalking you is they're absolutely involved in it, like head to toe. They're part of your harassment. They're a perp. But majority of the time, they're not involved in it. Now, spiritually, this is what I mean. Like, you're being gang stalked, you're going through the tactics, right? Then you start seeing Freemason license plates, and then you'll see people wearing Freemason rings everywhere you go. Like, and it'll be in streaks. Like, I haven't seen that in a long time. A normal person doesn't see it often, right? You might see a little emblem on a car here and there, but when they're connected to the demonic hive mind of Freemasonry, they've done the rituals, they've done the bad shit. You can just get a vibe off these people. Like, there's normal Freemasons that don't know nothing. They're just like regular people, nothing to worry about. And then there's the ones that are involved in the gang, your gang stalking, and like you get like a gray aura from them, right? That's how I describe it, like a gray aura, especially these black Freemasons. Okay. And it, surprisingly enough, I mean, here and there you might encounter a white Freemason that's perping you, but a lot of it is the black community, okay? And they're involved in it. Like, I'll tell you who's really involved in it. Not to say no white Freemasons are involved, but if you see a black person, they're a Freemason, and you're looking at them like, how the fuck did you even get into it? Like, you're just like an average person. You drive like a shitty car. You probably live in an apartment. Your apartment's dirty. Like, you don't embody Freemasonry, but you got the emblem on your car. You're not trying to be a better person to society. You're not, taking the ritual serious, but you're a Freemason and you got the little sticker. And sometimes I see white people like that too. But like in my targeting, when I see a black person that has the Freemason sticker and they're doing worse than me, like, damn well probably should ask me to be a Freemason at that point. Then you're like, you're part of the targeting. Because these people are like stooges, they're like paid off. Okay. They're joining Freemasonry for the gang stalking benefits. Okay. So it works like this. There's Freemasons that act like they're the pillar of society. And then there's one, like, they can't commit crimes. They're like a mayor, banker, whatever. Then there's like, well, these Freemasons, man, they get like prostitutes. Let's just be real. Freemasons at the lightest, like, they party and they get prostitutes. We're talking about like the black Freemason. So imagine like a black Freemason pastor, right? He's not just a regular pastor. Like, he's not like some evil bad person. But once in a while, he likes to have access to drugs and prostitutes. Okay. That's when these low level Masons come in. They come in, they're like the crime Masons. They're like, and again, I'm not trying to judge people, so I'm not judging. We're just specifically talking about the black Freemasons. Like, the reason why they stick out, they're not like family men that are 40, 50 years old, like the lower level criminal ones. These people are like their 20s, early 20s, 30s. They drive like a shitty car, like I would, but it's like dirty. You know, you can tell they don't live in like some big house. Like, why are you joining the Masons? You're not no serious Mason, dude. Like, you're joining it for some benefit of like making money. Okay, you can just tell by looking at them. Like, you don't take it serious. Like, those specific, and the reason why we're describing these specific people, because I see them a lot in my targeting, but those are the type of people that will actually gang stalk you, like literally. They're like vice Freemasons. Okay, those are the people that I believe are running some of the gang stalking. Like, as far as the hands-on harassment and all that shit, like, I believe those people are part of, like, so let's say Freemasons are gang stalking you, right? They're not going to do everything themselves. They're going to have hired help. They're going to have a criminal, an ex-con, maybe an illegal immigrant, okay? An associate of the lodge. Like, you have a person that's in the lodge, maybe their cousin, maybe their brother, and they're becoming initiated through your gang stalk. They're like rising through the ranks, okay? So we're going on topic and we're talking about the Freemasons, right? So the reason why I'm bringing this up, because this is like, for you new people, you're not going to be familiar with gang stalking. Gang stalking is when basically you're, in my opinion, of course, and it's a pretty accurate opinion in my, from what I've gathered through research. Basically, we have a corrupt society that tries to act good, right? You already know the deal from what you grew up on, all the bullshit. Law and order, fuck TV, blah blah blah, get a wife, get a kids, have kids, blah blah blah. This is the society we live in. When you're an outlier in that society and they either want to keep tabs on you, experiment on you, silence you, stifle you so you don't like, you're just put on that list. So this guy's influential, this woman's influential, people like this person, like they're not going to do anything crazy in life, but they watch conspiracy videos, okay? They're a problem. They could become a problem. Well, we're not going to exactly kill this person. We're going to keep an eye on them. But while we're keeping an eye on this person, we might as well reap the benefits. We might as well experiment with third-party contractors. We might as well sell their data. We might as well get their biometrics, create a fucking DNA profile, and have it in a database. We might as well test out directed energy. We might as well see what social experiments that we can do to experiment on the public through this person. So we hit them with the kitchen sink, discrediting, okay? We hit them with the gang stalking, and those two combined with the disinformation campaigns, it all combines into just like, you're done, you're cooked. If you don't know how to react properly and garner your support publicly back, garner your fucking success back, you're gonna self-destruct. Like, you're no longer a problem to us 10 years down the line. Instead of you having a big platform on social media, instead of you becoming a successful family man, you're just null and void, okay? But it's a secret. It's a secret that this is going on, because obviously if people would become, the public would get in an uproar if they knew, well, the government single people out and they kill people, and this is a way to fucking slowly kill you. And we don't do it to a lot of people, but we have a small groups of investigators, psychologists, criminal justice people in backgrounds in criminal justice and social modification behavior. See if it works. See if it's something we can slowly bring the public to understand. Just like in China, they have their shit going on, their surveillance system, their citizen spies, right? That's what we're working towards here, okay? So that's what gang stalking is for people that are new. Just want to explain it. Now, going into a little bit more detail real quickly, I believe based on your search history. So if you search 9/11 truth at any time, if you search you were flagged in a database, when you're in that database, your rights are basically waived where people can make money off basically remotely human trafficking. Okay. So part of that is a network of blackmailed spies called gang stalkers that are sent to harass you, break in your house, key your car every night. Okay. So in my opinion, it's not normal people. Okay. They're people that have been gang stalked themselves, is what people say, like former targeted individuals, people that have blackmail on them, like ex-convicts, people that don't want to work. It's always been that. It's always been the rumor of that's who these people are. So what they have online is disinformation where they want to confuse you with like the little stooges running surveillance harassment work with the whole public, because behind the scenes they can run a disinformation campaign where they control your life. And if you're isolated, you're not talking and explaining yourself to people, like what you do, what you're about, anybody can say anything about you. So they're also testing that side of things. So going back to the whole Freemason, the whole getting gang stalked. So when you hear that as a TI, oh, this guy sounds like a perp. He's saying Freemasons are getting gang stalked. He's saying FBI agents. They're the ones doing it. Well, think about this. If you're a real TI, I mean, if you've been experiencing this for a while, you notice like I've been overtly targeted where I'm just like hyper aware of it for like 6 or 7 years now. You're like, how do they get away with this shit? Right? Like it's kind of easy if you're like a nobody, but there's people that get gang stalked that have lots of friends that had a lot of accolades and things. How do like they get away with this shit? Okay. How's it possible? Sorry, I'm hitting a vape. That's why I was pausing real quick. How's that possible? Like, how does this is my thing. I mean, I'm not gonna speak for everybody. This is what I think. How is it possible that no one whistle blows? Like, yo, they told me to do this, that. They told me to follow my neighbor, install a camera in their house, or to synchronize with them. I'll get a text message every time he leaves the house to go out the house at the same time. The police paid me, or this and that. You conflate that with like, well, everybody, well, this is how it's also designed. I don't know the intricacies, like exactly how this works. But when you're being gang stalked and targeted in a quote unquote a free country that they lie about is a free country. Again, I'm not anti-American, but we need to stop lying, because it's really, with all the knowledge everyone has in the public, it's a real slap in the face, just intellectually. You just lie and say America is this completely free country. There's no censorship. That everyone's rights are respected. Okay, or that we're even trying to do that. So you kind of put this together. It's like, this is a huge civil rights violation. Now, if it was just happening to me, I understand how they get away with it. But thousands of people, there's protests, there's lawsuits, there's YouTube channels, there's TikToks. Okay. They try to confuse that what I just said with everybody is in on it. It's to make you look mentally ill, because they're like, well, everyone's in on it. The whole planet is targeting you. Like, you're the only TI. Every other TI is a perk. That you're the only one. Hey, I thought that in the very beginning because of what I learned on YouTube. Like in the beginning, I'm like, yeah, there's definitely other people. I heard this from someone else. Before this started really overtly happening, I heard it from someone else. I've seen someone else's video on it. So the first video I've seen on gang stalking was way before I got gang stalked. So it was probably like 2015 or 16. Like, obviously there's some lifelong weird stuff that I talk about more than a coincidence type of surveillance. But first video I seen is this white lady in like an urban city like New York. And she was saying the mailmen were following her everywhere. So she would go outside, there'd be a bunch of mail trucks, and there were an actual like 20 mail trucks outside. Like, I just assumed from watching that you're at the post office or something, or they're doing something, right? You're near the post office like distribution center, and you're just freaking out because you're mentally ill. That's what I thought. I never even knew what gang stalking was. Then she goes up to a mail carrier, and I know you've seen it. It's a guy with gray hair. He's like, stop following me. She goes into the guy's mail van with her phone. Stop following me. You're following me everywhere. She was acting crazy, even if it was true. Now the guy, he really did look genuinely confused. Like he's like, "Lady, I don't know what you're talking about." But before that, before she confronted that guy, like she pointed and showed like 20, like she's just on a regular street and there's like 20 mail carriers, mail cars or whatever. But if that was always happening, let's say that was happening every single day, like she would go everywhere she go, there's 10, 20 mail cars just to fuck with her. Like, she's not as crazy as that video makes her seem. But if she was just freaking out at that one guy, yeah, like I think she may have been getting gangster, but she also has some emotional problems. I don't know if she's crazy or not. I don't know if she's gang stalked or not. But I'm just going off the initial reaction. But that's the whole point, is what I'm trying to say. Even if she was being gang stalked, stop following me. That's what they want. And they can Baker's Act. Like literally. Like that's the point of gang stalking. That's one of the points in the beginning, is like you're getting followed and harassed so overtly that you go to random people and you start accusing them by accident. Like, I'm being followed. Blah, 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 blah. And you look crazy. Because, like, dude, you lived a whole normal life. Nothing was wrong with you. And then you really do get followed one day. And then you try to tell people about it, and automatically off the rip, even as a TI, if you don't word it right, I'm not thinking you're crazy, you need to be locked up, but I'm thinking I don't believe you. I don't believe that's what's going on. Hey. So the whole point of this live stream is FBI agents and Freemasons. And I want to, just because there are new people that come to the channel, explain things sometimes. FBI agents and Freemasons are gang stalk, and here's my logical analysis why. If this program is so quiet, it's such an atrocity of civil rights, it can cause a public uproar if it's revealed. If someone whistleblows, it would cause probably laws to be changed. Lawsuits was definitely a big one. The liability just on the lawsuits alone, it would be really tough for the people doing this shit. Okay. So they have to vet everybody that they let in this program. I don't think that every FBI agent knows about gang stalking. Okay. I think more at the CIA level, like a CIA spy, a Mossad spy, they know what it is. Because when you go into a different country, let's say if I went to like Egypt right now as an American, you might have, or Russia. Let's just use Russia. You're gonna have KGB agents following you. So you get off of like, before you even get to Russia, they know that you're coming. They sit outside the airport and they start following you, tailing you. And in third world countries, they'll make it on purpose. Like, the guy will follow you on every turn you go, on your bumper, and they're sending a message. Okay, that's in KGB, whatever. They break in, they put like wires in your fucking painting, they'll just fucking all sloppily. Like, you can look up what the KGB does. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're fucking, sometimes they're like aggressive. They're Russian dudes. That's what would happen. Like, without you being gang stalked, you can be a normal American citizen. You go to like Egypt or Russia, you're gonna get followed. Okay. You can go to a third world country in the South America that's like poor. There's gonna be gang members that fucking have intelligence on you. They're not gonna know you're coming, but when they see you get off the plane, get out of taxi, oh shit, they start following you around. We might be able to rob this person. They're stupid, they're aloof. No one will believe if they have no one they can go to in our country to tell them they're being followed. That's what happens. Okay. So when you're an FBI agent, you're a new recruit, you're I guarantee you're being gang stalked. Now, you might not be seeing patterns, but they might start keying your car every day, legitimately, to see who you call. Like, you're an FBI agent, you're new, you're from fucking Iran, right? Your family is Iranian, and they moved here 10 years ago, and you have a law enforcement background in Iran. Then the FBI hires you, right? You're an Iranian transplant. They hire you. They're gonna have people follow you. They're gonna have crackheads key your car up, follow you around, and to see who you contact. So let's say you're playing it cool. You're an Iranian FBI agent transplant that came here a few years ago. They hire you, right? You're in the hiring process. They might not even hire, but they'll start fucking popping your tire. You're playing it cool, right? And then they pop your tire. You get mad. You call your fucking handler in Iran, like, they keep popping my tires. That was like a Spanish accent. They keep popping. I don't feel like doing fucking. I can do good voices. I just don't feel like it's early. But they keep popping my tire. I don't know what the fuck is going on. You're making that extra phone call because you're flustered. Like, you slip up and you're like, yeah, like, I'm trying to complete the mission, but they keep popping my, not they, but my tires keep going out every time I go to work. I might be late, blah, blah, blah. So that's part of gang stalking. When it's, that's intelligence work, right? Police work. When it's going on the rest of your life, like how my car gets keyed every day, and if you want to see that evidence, you have to sign up for my Patreon, Matrix Decoded Uncensored on Patreon. And that's where you can see the behind the scenes. I'm going to show you all the evidence, you know, where I live at, all that shit, all the behind the scenes shit. But yeah, like, my car gets keyed every fucking day. It doesn't matter how many cars I buy, what part of the country I'm in, I'm going to get keyed every single day. Okay. And that's to make it seem like there's a stalker. I'm gonna try to go downstairs in the kitchen. So, like I said, as an FBI agent, if you're not somebody that's solidified with a huge resume in law enforcement and like super American and shit, they're gonna fucking gang stalk you. That's not even debatable. And it's just to see who you contact. Now, it might stop. They're always gonna spy on FBI agents. I think each FBI agent or whatever has like someone watching them in the government, just assigned to them. Like, as soon as I said that a week ago, an FBI agent got arrested for moving. He was investigating someone that was doing cryptocurrency, and he had his information through fucking illegal surveillance, in my opinion. And he moved that money into his personal bank account. And he was even searching with Google Gemini how to transfer money and how to move out the country without a trace with $1 million. So, in order for that FBI agent to get that information out, like, they were probably watching him from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So, they have a lot of things within. Obviously, police are being gang stalked. If you look up police officer arrested, like, dude, it's been like 10,000 police officers arrested in the last like 6-7 years. Maybe less than 10,000, but it's a lot. Though they're being gang stalked, they're being spied on. Okay, I'm gonna try to go in this kitchen and see if the fucking Wi-Fi signal holds up. If it cuts out, I may end the live stream. All right. So, police, FBI, I believe they all get gang stalked. Give me a second. You can hear like the TV. I'm trying to do something real quick. Hold on. My limit should be at least 350, and a call there is 375. Well, sir, there's nothing in the store less than $400. Well, then it's like over here. It's cracking right now. Miss, my platinum card should take care of this. Jamie, can I see you for a minute? Yeah, Chief, look, sorry about that. I'll get you back before you go to Chicago. Look, don't strain yourself. I'm not straining at all. Look, son, my wife and I have been talking, and we think that you're a little out of your league. So cut your losses now and step aside for someone who can provide the things that my daughter's used to. Guess it's still early, so not a lot of people in the chat right now. But this is for people listening later, anyways. But it's just more convenient to live stream. See if the signal holds up. So let's go over it. Why they would be getting gang stalked. First and foremost, like we were talking about how airtight the propaganda is for the gang stalking program, which there used to be. If you're a new listener, you may not believe in gang stalking, you might, right? But there used to be so much propaganda. Oh, it has to be mental illness. It has to be. But it's like there's people saying stuff on the internet. It's like, yeah, that's mental illness or some type of variation of it. Obviously, you're not proving nothing. You're just saying stuff and you're making accusations. Cool. But when you actually prove it, it's like, all right, my car gets keyed every day. I document it on YouTube. Then I move, right? Get another car. Okay, I moved and my car gets keyed every day. And look, there's a drone pointed at me every single day. I can show you, I can guarantee it. Now, as of today and lately, there's nothing even resembling close to a star in the sky. Like, I can't, that's how it's supposed to be. Stars are far away. You barely can see them with the light pollution and all that. And twinkle twinkle little star. Well, I was getting for 3-4 years. Twinkle twinkle big ass drone in your gosh damn face that looks like it's like fucking 2 miles away from you, like it's just in your face. It's pointed diagonal in the sky, but at a diagonal. Like just imagine someone has a camera trying to point at you. And there's drones that can hook up to your phone that can follow your movements and your cars. So it was just a fixed fucking light that's always pointed like a little mini sun. Like it was fucking so bright. And if it was a drone, dude. Every job I worked at, I'm talking about you're facing different directions, different parts of the city. You're facing east, west, you're behind trees, this, that. There's always a fucking drone pointed right the fuck at me for 3-4 years. At a window looking at me. I used to even crack, you have the blinds that go down, the little plastic blinds. So I would leave like 6 inches of a gap between the bottom of the window and those plastic blinds you pull down that cover, like let's say I was covering 3/4 of the window. The drone would go and adjust itself under those blinds and point at me multiple fucking times, bro. It was just blatant fucking goddamn drone surveillance, right? And I haven't seen that in a long time. See, I'm honest. I could sit here and lie to you and just be like, oh yeah, I still get that hardcore. That's what TIs do on YouTube. Hardcore, man. It's even worse now. It's not even happening, dude. What do you mean it's even worse? Donate to the Cash App. No, dude, like documented, like it was, yeah, and there was different stars or fake stars that weren't for me that were, I think, for other people. Like I believe first and foremost that they have something in the sky that can take video and pictures like you see in the movies in the 90s, like where you get the ideas from, but video and pictures of like major cities at all times and shit like that. They have satellites that can fucking, if there was like a tick in your hair, could see a tick in your head, like, or like a fucking, like shit like that. So with this huge system in place that needs to be kept secret, just even not for those public, but for the defense against other countries like Russia or China, so they don't know our secrets. And you're part of the inside know-how. Like you have security clearances with the FBI. You're gonna get gang stalked. You're gonna get tailed. You're gonna get people breaking in your house. Tell exactly what they do. Edward Snowden was like a high CIA employee, like a high level person, not like some fucking underling. And his boss was watching him through his fucking webcam. Like, this is how these people like fucking shake hands and hug. The intelligence agency people. These people are snakes. They literally like think they're the good guys. So there's no such thing as loyalty where it's like, well, you're part of the in club now. You have nothing to worry about. That's exactly what they want you to think. If you're an FBI agent or Freemason, we're gonna go over the Freemason thing real quick. The Freemason one should be obvious why they're being gang stalked. Now, I'm not saying, oh, every Freemason, every FBI agents, they're good guys and they're being gang stalked just like us. I'm just saying there's a potential that these people are being gang stalked too. Don't just think that everyone's after you. Like, this is a fucking weapon. It's a surveillance weapon. And again, we're not saying they're the good guys. I fucking hate these people. I think they should just stop what they're doing, come out clean, and people would respect them way more, and they'll have way more power than any lodge or any badge could give them. Because that takes true guts, and that's never been done before. So it would be a revolutionary act of fucking just like unexpected new horizons for that person that did that. Whoever's in the lies that expose it, whoever's in the FBI. I'm talking about everything and you expose it. And you just fucking like show the proof and everything. Like, because if you did that and then people didn't touch you after that, you'd be untouchable for real. You'd be a real chosen one if you could do that. You release all the information. You're like, hey, listen, this is what we're doing. Mystery over. Like, we're done doing it. Goodbye. But hey, maybe there's a TI one day that can convince him that's so gifted by God and like fucking persuasion and righteousness fucking does it. But we'll hit this bowl. Last part here is the Freemasons. Why would Freemasons get gang stalked? Now, traditional targets, people from the TI community, Freemasons would never get gang stalked. They're part of it. They only gang stalk us. We're the chosen elect. Like stupid shit like that. Check it out, guys. Freemasons get gang stalked because the higher you know, like the more you know of Freemasonry, as far as past the fluff they teach you in the third degree and all that. I guess no, actually, no, I don't think the high level ones. Again, this is all coming off the cuff. So there's no way I could prove this one way or the other. This is through life experience, just good old mental wherewithal, a little bit of elbow grease, research. And thanks to my new subscribers to Patreon that showed support to the channel. Like, actually fucking you rock because you fight the program. You fight an apparatus that's evil, that fucking kills people, that's trying to stop me from doing anything. So you're not going to be the fucking saviors, right? Because they won't allow fucking my channel to ever grow. Let's just be real. They just won't. But you're my fucking heroes, dude, because these people like made it a fucking thing that my channel doesn't make any fucking money, that everyone just fucking, they try so hard for TIs. I can only speak for myself, but it's like fucking like let's say there's a guy that sucks at basketball. It's like they'll make him the fucking MVP of the league and like worship him before they let you even play. Like, you can be the best basketball player in your city, they'll like worship the worst player in the world just to like shove in your face. So thank you for subscribing to Patreon. Like, you're making me have the energy to make better fucking content, and the content will get better. Like, I'm wiping the cobwebs off right now, guys. Like, yeah, I want to talk about gang stalking. I don't want to like do it for free for 10 years where they're taking my views away little by little, because that's the whole point, is that I don't talk about that. I don't make content. So yeah, you guys help a lot. You don't understand how much you help. But now I'm fucking revitalized, and I'm ready to fight these people again. I was becoming complacent. I was keeping my mouth shut, fucking just like, oh well, I guess some people get gang stalked. I guess I'm not allowed to talk about it. Blah blah blah. No, dude, we need to fucking expose this shit. The only way I'm gonna be able to expose it is if my channel grows. Like, you're not gonna hear this content anywhere else. Like, you're just never gonna hear it. Okay, and I want this content to go out so other people can build off the content and make better content through hearing my content. Like, this is not a competition. But when when you act like a little kid and you're being targeted, then you act like a little middle schooler, like, yeah, gang stalking's really bad. These people are, and you speak all vaguely. Like, there's some real TIs, but like they just speak so vaguely about it. You know, I want to go into deep detail, and I want to keep it accurate. You know what I'm saying? But the second part was Freemasons. I was first thinking the high level ones were getting gang stalked, but nah. It's the people I was talking about in the beginning, the low level half Mason, half not stooges, right? These are like fucking so like the low level stooges I was talking about, they put the little emblem on their car. They got probably like a shittier house than you do, but they're targeting you, but they live worse than you do. They're like fake Masons. They're like criminal stooge vice Masons. They get gang stalked because they're fucking, they want to make sure they're not telling the secrets. They're the type of people that will probably tell the secret. They're so stupid, right? And it's people of all colors. I've seen the Hispanics, the whites, the blacks. Levels to the Masonry. There's the ones that are living really good. They join the Mason Lodge. They might not know about every little Illuminati detail, but they are guaranteed a good life. And there's people that are, it's like a pyramid structure. The people in the bottom of the Freemason pyramid get gang stalked. It's like, dude, we can't kill all of these people if they start talking and shit, but we're surely gonna harass the shit out of them and make sure they live in poverty. We'll give them little things here and there, keep them going, little handout here and there. But yeah, I believe that's what's going on. I believe low level Freemasons get gang stalked. I believe most FBI agents, if not all of them, are spied on. Like, I think every single one of them, their phones are hacked, and it's coming from their own people. Sometimes it's foreign nations. They have a big problem with agents giving information and selling secrets to foreign nations, so they're gonna get gang stalked, dude. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm gonna be going live on Patreon into some real deep analysis probably tomorrow. Join the Patreon. It's $1.99 a month, or $3.99 a month if you want it. It's $1.99 for 4D membership, so you get access to all the like the hidden behind the scenes content, which is gonna be better than YouTube. I'm just gonna have to make it better than YouTube. Second thing is the $3.99. Again, this is just a way of, instead of sending me $100, $50, sign up for a couple months for the Patreon. It's a way to, because I can't have a Cash App. They blocked me off Cash App. They did it to Broken Matrix TV too. They just do this shit to TIs because Cash App, you sign up in a second. It's easy. They have a sexy logo. Everyone trusts Cash App. So it's, I wish I could have it. Like, I'll be honest. But yeah, that it goes a long way. I'm bringing hard hitting content back. It's going to be 5D crazy shit. Patreon.com/Matrix Decoded Uncensored. Thank you guys and have a great day.